Talking about people, Tim.
All right. Hey, everybody. It's Tuesday night. Paul and I are doing Streets of Scorn number 9. And this is our ongoing series of world building through play. And I'm getting heckled on the other side of my monitors by my wife. She is doubting all my abilities of technology-wise.
No, I'm not.
Well, I mean, I can't blame you. Yeah, so I mean, I do not have a good track record with that. I remember one of the first times I got on here to try to do a Roll20 game, and I messed up the Roll20 so bad that people that have been playing it for years couldn't figure out what I did. I was like, well, that's how especially good I am with that. So
There you go.
All right. And then now she's, no, I'm not. LOL.
Yes.
Yeah, we're
wait. We have a match here. Mark's genre mixer can go right along with the happy whisk.
The mixer and a whisk. Yeah.
In the
got
chat.
A whisk and a mixer.
It's now a baking show.
It's not. What's that?
Where's Ken?
Where's Ken?
Yeah.
Probably snuggling up with Deb. I don't know. I didn't ask him.
We don't ask. We don't ask.
That's a different. That's on their different channel on a different, streaming service that I don't ask about. Betting against Tim's tech abilities is the safest bet in the world. From Joe the lawyer. You're not wrong, but you're not. You don't fit into our baking theme tonight, Joe.
Oh, he's baked.
He's baked. That's true. He's baked.
He's baked.
That's true. He's baked.
There's a running theme here.
There is.
So what are we baking tonight, Tim?
Oh man. Oh well, I guess why don't you give us a quick summary of what happened last week with Hobbs and
Last
friends?
Week was exciting stuff. We got
your little notebook.
I do have my little notebook.
Shadowdark campaign notes.
That's right.
Nice.
So we had basically we were walking around trying to look at these cultists here that were part of the temple that were part of the temple of let's see here. The temple of, I will find it here in a second. The Dedragoria.
Good job.
So yeah, thank you. So in the temple there, and those were the cultists, I guess, worshippers of her, and they were there, and so we were making our way through the church, and there was this creepy statue with these urns all around. We weren't real hip on those urns, though. We were not.
No, you didn't touch the urns. No, you kind of stayed away from them.
So we didn't want to mess with those at all. Whatever's in there can stay in there. And so we wound up meeting these two very young cultists, and Hobbs was like, "Oh my gosh, these guys got to get out of here, because otherwise, we were gonna have to kill them." And because we were dressed in cultist garb, or at least I was, and so was
you were, yeah.
Caleb. I want to say Caleb was as well.
Yeah, I believe it was Caleb, because he ended up getting hurt pretty bad at one point, I think.
He did. And so we have, we were talking with them, and we basically told them to go out and be missionaries. So go into the city and go find some more people. That way that got them out of here and save their life, basically.
You did, actually, yeah.
And then we found a couple of different things. We killed, we found some cultists that were in the back room. We found a secret room inside that circle there. We found that where the knife was that we were wanting to get anyway. That's the artifact that we were looking to find. We found a few little things. There were two little egg-sized balls of quartz. There were figurines carved out of cobalt. Yep. There was a white-laced handkerchief of a noble house.
Yep.
And then let's see. Yeah, there was also got a cool skull branding iron. That was kind of cool.
That's right. Yeah, you
Got a
did.
skull branding iron. A candlestick made of hard silver with green wax. We don't know what that does, if it does anything. That was worth some money. We had a
Yep.
pelt that's now damaged, but that's because Caleb chopped them and destroyed
Right.
that. There was a long sword with a pear, a PEA. What was there? There was a pear involved there, or did I write that wrong?
You wrote it
Pear
wrong.
handle, a pear. Something was in it,
You-
like a pear. I don't know what that was. But that was pretty pricey there. And then there was the things on the wall. There was these kind of they were like bodies. They were almost like scarecrows. They were kind of
Yeah.
against the wall that they were worshiping. We found a box worth 30 silver, 3 skulls with a motif on them. And
Scrimshaw skulls. Yep.
yeah, so we found those. And yeah, that's what we found. We found a bunch of cool stuff. We eliminated some cultists. And we now have a friend in our little goblin friends who are happy to
And
see us. Hopefully.
I added him to your crew, so his sheet's there now.
Okay.
What you want to share your screen too, Paul?
I will. Yeah, we'll do that right now. Okay, let's see.
Let's see if I can do this right. Shut up, Joe.
Joe is he's texting us.
Yeah, he's probably giving me crap on my text right now. I don't know.
No, it's just his looking out his backyard there. Okay.
So yeah, so you got Riggs down there, your little goblin at the bottom. So
yes,
I think you got your whole crew there. Yeah,
that's a big crew. I'm gonna have to have 2 different crews at some point. It's a lot of people to be dragging around.
Yeah.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus me. That's 6. Right. Well, I mean, we can do a lot of damage, but also it's, we're thieves. We're not known. We're not known for going in large groups, I don't think.
Right.
To do certain things. So we'll just have to figure it all out. Be more careful. And where we find ourselves now, we are about to leave.
You're about to leave.
Back to about to head back to I guess we're going to where are we going? I think we're going back to, was it Tugs, excuse me. I guess we're going to Tugs.
All right. So you guys leave that and you start going up that tunnel. And as you're going out the tunnel, you hear a neighing of a horse outside the building.
Okay. We're going to okay, so we're about to go out. So I'm gonna say let's go. I warn everybody to not go out there. I say, hey, God, don't go out here. Let's go back in here. Let's kind of get up here by the tree and see who comes in.
Okay.
If somebody's coming in, we don't want to be found. So we're gonna hide up in our little hidey hole up there.
Okay. How long are you guys gonna wait there?
We'll wait. I'm gonna send. I'll send. Let's see. I will send Riggs.
Okay.
To kind of go around to here and peek around the corner to see if he sees anything.
Okay. Let me do some here. Riggs hears noises outside, but after you wait, how long are you gonna wait? Like,
well, we only want to wait. We didn't know if they were. No, we're not going to wait 20 minutes. We're going to wait like 5 to 7 minutes just to.
Nobody approaches the door, but he does hear people moving outside.
Okay.
And from the sound of it, they have kind of heavy armor on.
Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna go. I come up here. I say, ask Riggs. Riggs, is there any other way out of here?
He kind of looks at you and he points at the cage.
Okay, where does that? Okay, that's not a way out, Riggs. It's a trap.
I know, Hobbs. That's where I was stuck the whole time.
Okay.
I saw more of the place with you than I did anywhere else.
Okay. I asked Riggs, I said, have you noticed anybody come by here, that makes regular visits here?
Are you asking the little
I'm asking Riggs.
He goes, no, I don't. I've never
Riggs
seen
would at least hear of. And does he tell me it's heavy armor?
Yeah, he kind of transfers that information to you and everything.
Well,
but he says he goes, Hobbs, you got to remember, just so you know, I wasn't part of this place. I came in there looking for some easy treasure. I got captured, and then they put me in the cage, and I've been there for like 3 days.
Okay. So I think to myself, then I go, well, who would I'm just kind of theorizing. Who would I know that wears heavy armor that's running around the city? Whether it's an adventurer or whether I'm thinking it's a, guardsman or,
All right.
Would I have any inclination?
It's gonna be a very high target. You're gonna need an 18 to beat this, but because you know the town pretty well, I'm gonna give you an advantage, but you got to beat an 18.
18. So I'm gonna roll with advantage. What is it gonna be?
Yeah.
Just
sort of like a
regular roll.
Intelligence. If you got any.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So with advantage, I will roll that. So let's see what happens.
Not a chance. You have no idea.
No idea.
You don't usually come around this part of town, so you wouldn't really have much dealings with what happens here.
That's fair. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Hobbs is going to send Kabora. She says, "Come here, Kabora. Go over there and look through the doors and see what you see." So I'm going to send him up there to kind of peek through the doors to see if he sees anything.
So Kabora kind of peeks out there. It's very difficult because remember, you kind of had to go up and out. Paul,
right.
Remember how it was down and everything like that.
Right.
He does catch the glimmer of a helm, and he looks like it's high enough that he could identify it as he was riding a horse.
Okay, so just one. Do I hear just one horse, or does he only hear one horse, or
he only sees one horse? He's not really sure about the rest, but he hears other people. There's definitely more than one person here, and the person that was on the horse seemed to be the one, of course, doing horse. Of course, was shouting out some orders.
Was it in common or a different language?
Yes, it was in common. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna signal Riggs, and I'm gonna tell him to get everybody else. And we really don't know what to do here, other than maybe if we show up in force.
Right.
If they're not coming in, and I don't know if they're waiting for us or not, but I will go first out the door, and I will get Kabor to come next.
Okay.
Then Riggs.
I'm going to switch you to maps and everything, Paul.
Okay.
And now you're in the harrowing part. So you can line up your guys coming out of this ruins building where you guys were going into, and just line them up there.
All right. Who am I? Oh, there we go. Am I missing? Who am I missing? Caleb?
Riggs.
No, Riggs is here. Caleb.
Caleb, is that who you're missing? Okay, let
Yep.
me go grab Caleb.
Unless
Where'd
he's
you go?
okay.
What did he do with Caleb? He's not in there, huh? That's weird.
No, I don't see him.
I must have. Base. There you go.
Okay.
And you can arrange it. Joe says, make sure it's a horse and not a troll.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it was the very first game session Joe had with me. He saw a troll across this river.
Yeah.
And then late at night, he was kind of camped out by these farms. Well, then I made this noise, and basically it was a cow chewing his cud that was like roaming around.
Yeah.
That absolutely petrified Joe. He didn't know what it was. He thought it was the troll that was just, I guess, eating peanut butter. I'm not really sure what he thought it was, but he was absolutely. And what was funny is I think Matt was playing with us. Matt knew what it was the whole time. He didn't even question it. And me and Matt were just like watching him freak out. I do this, I do that. I'm thinking, wow. The match is cracking up. But yeah, that's ever since then, I've basically traumatized Joe from session 1 with a cow.
That's it. He can't go near real cows anymore. He doesn't even drink milk. No more milk.
No more milk for him, right? All right. So you come out and you hear some armored men walking around, and then you see a guy on a horse. As you're coming up, do you want to try to do it stealthily so that you can't hit?
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be difficult
We're
because
going
of all
to
the debris.
Correct. But we're going to try to stealthy. We're going to try to, like, if we're out here, we want to go, let's see. If we go, like, if we're trying to go out, like, we can get down here and go that way. So if we're trying to ease along the wall and then.
Well, do you see where they're at, Paul?
I see right here. Yeah, I see them.
You
they're
see
right
all
here,
of them there.
and here.
So
one here and one here.
Okay,
This guy's
I just
probably
want
the
to
guy
make
on
sure.
the horse. And then we have
that's a guy
this
on the horse.
guy here. We don't know what he's doing. Yeah, they're all over the place. So whatever direction they are, we want to make sure we're going the other direction. That's what we're going to try to slip out and go the other way.
All right. So what I want you to do is roll. I'll give you a choice. You can do a group stealth roll, which would probably be more to your advantage, but you don't get it with advantage and everything. But it'll have a higher difficulty level, or you can roll them individually, and you'll have a lower difficulty level.
But if they roll individually, do they roll with advantage?
The thieves will.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Well, they're all thieves.
Mm-hmm. No, they're not.
Well, except
Gabor
for
is not a.
Gabor's a fighter. That's right.
Yeah.
Gabor's a fighter.
So
by the way, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are my people aren't even healed, are they? I don't even have. There's like they're like
they're still kind of raggedy.
They're in bad shape. They're raggedy. And none of my, I don't know. What is
Joe says, as if a guy from a civilized area knows what a cow chewing cud sounds like. And what the fuck is a cud anyhow? Well, Joe, knowing you and your former drinking habits and strip joints, I'm very sure you know what a cud is. Probably chewing on a few yourself, my man.
So yeah, and I don't have any. Well, let's see. What do we have as far as this? We have. Let's see. Do we have? I don't know if we have any Hugos left.
I don't know.
I have 3. Mitchell still has 3 Hugos.
I was gonna say, I thought somebody still had 3 on them. Do you want to start chugging some Hugos?
Yes, that's before we leave, or it's what we're gonna do. So one will go to.
Joe had 4 out of 5 Hugos go bad on him.
Okay,
it was beautiful. I loved it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try not to do that. So I will roll. So the first one, who all has Mitchell is fine. He's still 5 of 5.
Okay.
Caleb is
He's 2
4
of
of
6.
6.
Oh, he's 4 of 6? Okay.
Yeah, Kabora is 2 of 6. So I need to give one to Kabora. I need to make
Okay.
sure he's in good shape. Riggs is 2 of 2.
Right.
I am 12 of 18, so I might need one. Kabora is, well, he is, well, I can't be right, 2 of 6. It says I have 14 hit points.
Yeah, I don't know why he would have 2 of 6, but are you sure? Because it looks like that's Caleb's hit points, 2 of 6.
Oh, maybe it is then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then it is
I
Caleb.
don't see the
and
bars
Cass.
on the other guys.
Yep. So it's Caleb and Cass, I guess, and me, which I have, like I said, I have 12 of 18. So let me make sure I do this. 12, 18. And what is my armor class?
Not sure.
15. All right. So I'll roll a d6. There we go. All right. I'll add the other ones later. But nobody else needs one, I don't think. So I will take one. Caleb will have one. So I'll roll a d6. Oh, boy.
It was a boy, there's a bad batch of Hugos all over.
All right. I'm going to give one to Cass.
There's another one. All right. That one's
3.
good at least.
So 1d4 for her. 3 points.
Very good.
It's not bad. So that gives her 7. All right. And then I'm going to give one more to Caleb because I'll live, but Caleb has 2 points. So.
Yeah, he's just one shot away from assuming room temperature. Yeah.
Dad, got it. Are you kidding me?
Those Hugo healing potions. There you go.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So after swearing while you're trying to hide.
Yes.
Cursing Hugo's name to eternal flames.
All right. Let me make sure I got everybody's thing here.
Sure.
Caleb's going to have to stay back. I have to get rid of all the Hugos now that Caleb had. Who else? Let me just check and see if anybody has anything else.
Sure. Because I can't remember what
Caleb,
everybody has.
I already gave away all those. Riggs doesn't have any. He would not have any. Kabora has none. I have. Well, it says I have 3 Hugos. But I don't think that's right. It doesn't sound right.
I thought you went back and bought more. Like, remember you left and came back.
So, but I have 2 rows of Hugos. I have 2 slots though with Hugos. That wouldn't be
2
right.
slots of Hugos.
Yeah, 3 Hugos per slot.
Yeah. I don't know, Paul. I don't remember how many you've used for that. I just know when you use some and you got in that initial battle with like the goblins and the furry creatures, then you went back to Tugs to kind of reset.
Right.
And you bought more Hugos then. And then this time you went forward and I don't know. I don't remember.
I'm just going to stick with 3 Hugos then because I'm going to have Caleb drink these because I can't have him. So 1 for Hugo for him. Are you shitting me?
You guys, I don't know whatever batch came out, but they're bad across games.
So we're gonna give him another one.
There you go.
Finally. All right, he's getting 3 points.
3 points. There you go. That's so funny.
All right, so he's got 5 of 6. I'll save the one I have, 1 left over. And what does Cass have? She has 1 Hugo. She'll save her. So I got basically I'm 7 and 9, 5 and 6. You know, I don't know. I'll be fine, I guess. Maybe not. Who knows?
Who
The way this
knows?
game has started off. Who knows?
Right.
All right. If I need it, I'll drink it. All right. So we're all gonna try to sneak out. And I will go ahead and
How are you going to do
shoot,
it?
am I gonna do it all at once? Well, I guess if Hobbs rolls, he's got the most decks. Or am I going to roll a generic one? Am I just am I
You're
gonna
just
roll
going to,
off
because
the
you're doing
character?
the whole, you're doing it. That's what I'm saying. I'm giving you
Yeah.
the choice. If you want
Yeah.
to roll individually, it'll have a lower, you'll have a 12 to get by. But if you do it as a group, I'll give you 15, but there's no advantage for the
Oh boy.
thieves, and there's no,
I'm gonna
yeah,
do it
it'll be just
individually.
right.
I get
Okay.
we have a chance of doing it and getting out, at least the majority of us, and then at least we'll be a step ahead somehow. Maybe.
All right.
All
Who
right.
do you want to go first?
Hobbs is gonna go first.
Now, are you guys moving as a group? Is that what you're doing then? Or
Well,
are
I'm
you
gonna go
kind
out
of leaking
first.
out individual? Okay.
I'm gonna go out individually because at least they'll be safe. I mean, they'll be in somewhat of safety. They could. I mean, there's doors on the front, right? They can
Yeah.
always close the doors.
Oh, you mean on the door that's there? That the place that
This
you
door
have is
right
pretty
here,
low.
huh?
It's pretty much you're going through a hole in the wall.
Okay, so there's no door.
No,
Okay.
no. It's basically
Uh,
where you
yeah.
went down underneath there.
We have
So
advantage though in this regard that if I put these guys here, that when they step if they happen to step through the door, we will have some kind of advantage. If we're all walking
right.
together.
But I also want to point out you've got guys right outside there looking at you too. Well, like if you
Well,
step outside.
if Hobbs, right? If Hobbs is trying to determine, then he's looking out of the hole, little hidey hole,
Mhm.
and he's watching their movements. So, and if they're looking, well, he comes to the conclusion that they're not coming in here yet, so they don't know where we're at. If
No,
they
what it looks like to use is it's almost like it looks like they kind of set up a perimeter.
okay,
And they seem to be focused on this particular house. Like I'm imagining you're finding like little cracks like in the wall that are there, and you're looking out,
yeah.
and
So
you
they're
kind of
focused on this house, though.
they're focused on this house, and the guy that's on horseback. You kind of this is just sort of a dramatic thing or whatever, but you see that he has a wolf emblem that on his tabard and on his just his symbol there. There, give me an IQ roll, Paul, and you get advantage for this one too.
All right, advantage on intelligence. You said,
Yeah, yep, to identify it.
To identify. All right. 13.
Okay. You recognize that as House Dithrig, and you are looking at Lord Dithrig.
Okay, and what do I know about him?
He's in one of the noble houses within Scorn. And he has been. He's not like the little bit that you just know some surface stuff. He's definitely not a favorite of Baron Marberry. They don't get along that well.
Okay.
And the other thing you kind of heard of is he has been tasked to kind of patrol the Harrowing, to try to salvage, as rescue, and just try to thin out the to keep the baddies in the Harrowing to leak out into Scorn itself.
Okay. So I'm assuming that he is not looking for us. He is looking for bad things in the city, not necessarily looking for an individual necessarily.
You can think that, yeah.
I can think that. I didn't like that at all. I didn't like that at all. All right. All All right. So I tell them what I'm seeing. I tell them, hey guys, that's Lord Dithrig out there. We don't know. We know he patrols here, but we don't know really why he's here. He normally does that. He says, anybody else have any information? Anybody know about Lord Dithrig?
No, you are about the only one in this group that has any like kind of highborn status that would know much about it, Paul. So they kind of all defer to you about
What
that.
is my relationship with Lord Marberry? Or what is our Thieves Guild? What is our relationship with Lord Marberry?
Lord Marberry, you kind of you feel that basically he would wipe out the brother or the Silent Knives if he could, but you guys are sort of like a necessary evil for the time being.
Okay. Do I know how Lord Dithrig feels about?
You don't. No. If you would have rolled a little bit higher, I would have given you more info. You needed a 12 to know who he was. If you would
Yeah,
have got a 15, I would have given you a little bit more
sure,
depth into his information.
sure. Okay. All right.
But I will also add that you've never heard anything bad about him.
Okay. I imagine these are all humans. Yes, these are all human people that I see with
You
him.
you guess they all kind of, you don't see any smallish size. You know, you don't see like who would be
Yeah,
hobbits or
and I don't.
gnomes or
Yeah,
anything.
and I've never met Lord Dithrig, have I?
No. Uh-uh.
Maybe it's time to meet him. Maybe I will go. I will introduce myself.
Okay.
Just me. Everybody else, I'll tell everybody else to stay in here. And I will test the waters. And then I'll just say, hey guys, if I get in trouble, let me know. Otherwise, and then I give him whatever that dagger I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give that to somebody else. I don't have anything on me
Okay.
other than that. So I will now exit uh uh let's see. I would imagine that Dithrig knows who the Silent Knives are, clearly, right?
Yeah, it's hard not to know who they are. Yeah.
Uh okay. Okay. All right. I think I will now exit then. I will go out
Okay.
and put myself out and I will simply go outside and see what the reaction is first and how people
Okay.
respond to me.
Uh, as soon as you walk out, the guards kind of tense up a little bit, kind of get into alert mode
And I
and
put my hands
everything.
up.
Okay.
I have
And
no
Lord,
weapons on me.
you're kind
Oh,
of
I do have a
surprised
weapon on
how.
me.
Okay, but you're not. Yeah, you're not looking
I don't
like
have the
you're.
dagger. I have my
Yeah.
normal stuff.
Okay. And you're kind of surprised how young he is. He's, uh, you would guess maybe early 20s or along those lines. And he kind of looks down at you. He's got his helm visor. He's got a full helm up, but he's just got the visor up. He's like, well, good day, adventurer. Who am I greeting?
Ah, I am Master Hobbs. It's good to meet you, Lord Dithrig. I know
Oh,
your reputation precedes you.
I hope it's good.
Ah, indeed it is. You keep these spaces clean and safe, so as to keep Scorn safe from any and all scum. And so I am grateful for that. But I am Hobbs.
You
Is
are
there anything
Hobbs.
I can do for you? I am simply here. I heard some rumors that
Hmm.
there were some going ons out here at this local church, and I wanted to investigate myself. We can't have cultists running amok in our city, and I wanted to make sure that they were not traveling in our circles. So,
And how did you fare?
well, I made sure, and I make sure I say I, not we.
Right.
Uh, I did find a few, but they were simply hanging on. And I mentioned, and I imagine he knows what this building is. He says, yes, I managed to find a few cultists here, who served Dedrigoria, but they were very weak. They were almost emaciated from not eating food and so forth. So fortunately, this seems to be a dying cult. He says it's a dying cult. In his head, he goes, "It's a dead cult because I
Right.
killed them." So
It
yeah,
looks
so good to report that it is a dying cult and poses, to my knowledge, no threat to Scorn.
it looks like you've been wounded in your battles. He points at one of the guards, and he motions to you, and this guard comes up to you, and he reaches into his satchel, and he hands you a healing, like a real healing potion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hands you a real healing potion. And the guy that comes up to you, he's kind of got this almost like a WWF wrestler kind of build. I mean, he's really bulky, big, thick neck, and you're a little halfling, so he.
Yeah.
But like when he reaches hands you to, he kind of under his breath goes, "How many did you get?"
I put up. I put up 1, 2. I'm going to say 3 fingers. I'm going to put up 3.
He kind of just goes, "Nah." He's like, "All right."
All
kind of
right.
hand, all right, all right, all right.
All right.
And
All
he
right.
just hands you the healing potion and then goes back to
Thank you,
his
good sir.
position. And Lord Dithrig gets off of his horse and approaches you. And he's like, well, thank you, Lord Hobbs. I have been searching for this Church of Dedrigoria, and some of my scouts saw a small group going in there. So I'm assuming you're not alone.
Oh no, sir, that is correct. That I have my fellows with me. We heard about this cult, and we decided to form a party and to take and to come in and see if we can't help Scorn be a little bit safer.
Hmm. Well, I would say you had any way to get rid of the Dedrigoria filth here. They just seem to
Yeah.
create more problems. And um, I do have to ask, though, Lord Hobbs, and mind you, I'm not a tax collector, and I'm not here to police your actions in any way. And if you decide that you do not want to speak to me, I will not take offense, and you may go on your way. But I heard rumor that there was a particular artifact down here that probably is not safe to be, maybe without the proper handling of those more versed in such artifacts.
Oh well, sir, we know nothing of any artifacts. Like I said, we simply came because of these cultists. We have no knowledge of whether they had an artifact or not. We found a few things. I talk about the skull branding iron. I said we found that. We found a candlestick, and with some green wax and a long sword with some sort of pear in the hilt maybe or something. Um,
Hmm.
oh, I'm sorry, it's not pear, it's a pearl.
Well, okay, I
Get
was
that
going to say,
wrong.
what the hell, pearl? Yeah, I
Pearl.
thought it was a pearl. It's like,
It
what did
is.
I say, pear?
I said, unfortunately, that may be. Don't know if those belong to the cultists, but we are treating them as spoils of war.
um, I would be, if it would be all right with you, I would be more than happy to purchase that skull brand from you.
Oh, um, well, then I go ahead and I estimate it real quick.
Do
The
your
estimator,
estimation.
do my
Yeah.
estimation. I kinda
Uh,
weigh it.
Go ahead and give me an IQ roll, because you're also estimating, you're checking out your customer, and also,
Yeah.
what this might be
A
worth.
am I doing, with that with advantage or normal?
Uh, this one's going to be a little odd, so this is just going to be normal.
Okay, so intelligence, yes?
Yeah, intelligence, Paul, please.
Okay. Oh, boy. I'm guessing.
Yeah, you're afraid that if you say something too much or to be weird or
Well,
whatever.
I
So
will
go
ask
ahead.
him. I will ask
Yeah.
him, and I go and I kind of I'm going to turn on the charm here and go, Lord Dithrig, make me an offer. As I'm looking at it, I kind of twirl it in my hands and I give him this look like I know something you don't know.
Right. It's like, well, that is a. I would like to get it off the streets and everything because it's branded a lot of horrible people, but I suppose he picks up his money pouch that he has, Paul, and he just kind of bounces up in his hand. It seems like it's a small pouch, but he bounces up in his hands, and he offers it to you. What this do? He's giving you the
Uh,
whole pouch.
um, at this point, Hobbs is going to have to, even if it's not enough, if he has to take it as a loss just to make favor with him,
Hmm.
to build favor with him, then I will do that. Lord
Okay.
Dithrig, I will certainly take that from you as a more than generous offer.
Okay. As soon as you get the coinage in your hand, you're going to estimate that this is around 50 silver in there.
50 silver. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And he kind of looks at it and he goes, such a vile contraption. And you see he goes over to his horse and kind of puts it in his saddlebags and everything. Did you find any other, maybe other minutia or artifacts that were within?
Um, let's see. He's thinking about what he has. I said all I know, Lord Dithrig, is once again they had the candlestick with green wax. They had this kind of um, let's see. Um, I did find a figurine carved out of cobalt.
Oh, well, may I see that, please?
Sure, sure. And he takes that out.
And he kind of looks at it and he's like, he hands it back to you. That doesn't look like anything that belonged to the cult. Maybe somebody that they um, turned.
Um, he says, other than that, well, he's going to pull out the handkerchief.
Okay.
The handkerchief that has um, it has
I know what you, yeah,
the
kind of the
of
initials.
the noble house.
Oh, yeah. Or, yeah, it has a noble house.
Yeah.
And he looks at it. Let me do a quick D20 roll for him. And you see his eyes flash, and for a moment you see like his countenance has changed from chill lord to he looks a little angry when he sees it, and he grabs it from you and looks at it and he goes, my apologies, I'm sorry, he says, where did you
Did
find this?
did
Was
I did
within the
not mean
cult?
to offend Lord Dithridge.
No, 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 no,
Another,
I'm sorry, Hobbs, that where did you find this?
oh, this was founded on one of the bodies in there.
And he looks back. Now, what he does is when he does this, you see this mage with guilds of arcane lore kind of step up with him. They're
Mm-hmm.
kind of here.
Yeah.
And this guy, he's not human, Paul. This guy looks like he's probably some sort of elven mix. Probably you guess like a half elf kind of thing, race and everything. This guy looks old, even for a half elf. He looks old, and he hands it to the handkerchief, and the mage nods, and he goes, well, Hobbs, I'm thank you for this. And you see he motions for one of the guards again. Guard comes over, hands him another one of those pouches, and he goes, I hope this will do enough for the kerchief at this time, Hobbs. I apologize.
Sure. My lord, may I ask what so displeased you? about this handkerchief. I promise I did not blow my nose in it.
He's like, I understand, Hobbs, but this is more of a matter maybe not best heard or shared with everyone. If
Oh,
you'll respect my wishes with that, Hobbs, I would
oh,
appreciate that.
no, 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 my lord, I shall. Would it be okay that someday maybe we talk in private then, and you may share it with me? Yes.
Do you know where my estate is at, Hobbs?
I don't know. Do I?
Yeah, well, it's over in it's over in the nobility area.
Oh,
There's only like there's
yes.
only like there's 5 noble houses in
Oh,
town, and he's one
got
of the houses within town.
then I will
So
say, yes, my lord, I do.
um then absolutely, you if you could, then maybe go to my estate, talk to my man there, and he'll set you up a time we can meet, and you can tell me more about your adventures down below. But I would have, and as he starts finishing that, you hear a loud kind of not explosion, but like you see the houses up to the north, especially the one, kind of cave in and give.
Okay.
And can you see to the north there, Paul? You got to make it smaller. I
Oh,
think. Did I? Oops, I
I
didn't
see a
do it
bunch
right.
of houses caved in, like this one,
Well,
this
no, I meant, let me
one.
give me one sec. I think I switched it to the wrong. So do this and then.
Ah!
Now you see him.
Now I see
You
him.
see this horde of ghouls just start pouring out of these houses around there, and the house is kind of collapsing down. You see the ground starting to give way, and you had that one encounter with that one ghoul, but now you're seeing dozens of them just pouring out of the ground.
Okay.
Let's roll. Well, I'm going to give you guys a round to react, and
Okay.
you see.
I'm gonna drink my potion now.
All
First,
right, right.
first
Yeah.
thing first.
Well, I'll tell you what, Paul. Here's the tricky thing about that potion. You may want to keep that potion because that
Okay.
potion can also be used not to just heal, but it can negate the paralysis of a ghoul's touch.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
it can do either or. Just so you know that.
I have to decide which it's going to do.
Yeah, it won't do both. It'll take off the paralysis of or the other thing. You can look it
Oh,
up to make
it
sure,
will.
but
Wait. Will it protect me from that, or it will
it will
undo
not
that?
protect you. It undoes it. So
Okay.
yeah, let me just read it real quick. Make sure I got it right in my head. The imbiber of this potion regains hit points based on their level. Okay, so what it does, Paul, I'm sorry. I am going to make this because in the old days, the old healing potions could do that. You just had to pick. It couldn't do both.
Okay. So,
I get
what does this do then?
the potion. If you
Yeah.
drink it, it will heal 2d8 hit points, or it'll, like, if you get hit by somebody and somebody gives you that potion, it'll make you you'll be able to move again. The
Okay. So
paralysis
it's
will
either or. It's either healing a
either or
2d8 or
the
undo paralysis.
paralysis. Yep. For some reason, I thought Shadowdark had that option too, but I don't see it in there. But I always liked that cool little option in the
Yeah.
old time healing potions. So just so you know that before you want to drink or anything, what you see Lord Dithrig do, he turns to you and he says, "Get your people out of here." And he runs up there on his horse, pulls out his sword, and you see all these guys move in a line here, Paul. They kind of make a line. He kind of is in the middle there. And then You got the mage back there too. So go ahead and do what you want to do with your folks.
Okay. Whoosh.
And
Am
where
I
you want to go, Paul, is actually south because you want to get down, to the
right?
border. So these guys are coming from the north, and like I said, there's enough of them that basically they collapse the whole the
I was going to ask,
structures.
am I looking at dozens or am I looking at hundreds?
Well, right now you see dozens. You're not sure how many else, if there's more behind them or if this is just the whole crew. There might be some coming out of a different area here. Right now, you just see this kind of juicy horde of goblins. I think that's what they're actually called, juicy hordes.
Juicy hordes, not of goblin, of ghouls, right?
Ghouls, right? Yeah, sorry, yeah, ghouls.
Okay. Well, I yell after the Lord. I says, Lord, can we not assist?
He goes, run. He goes, run.
Then I'm going to take his word for it. I'm going to listen. Okay. Yes, my Lord. And so he says, all right, gentlemen, ladies, let us exit.
All right. And you guys get to the edge of the battlefield there and everything. And you see more of these guys, more soldiers.
Oh, more soldiers.
Yeah. They're, oops, I copied them over there. Delete. Didn't do. See, like, well, you guys don't see them, but they're kind of lining up, blocking this roadway.
Uh-huh.
And then there's a priest among them. And you kind of hear the distinct word of a prayer, and you recognize the prayer. It's from Deloquin. So Priest of Deloquin. And the way they're shouting, it's like, kind of, let me do a quick roll. I'll tell you what, why don't you roll it, Paul? So roll a d20 and add 4.
D20 and add 4?
Please, yeah.
8.
Unfortunately, his spell turn undead doesn't go off.
Why am I rolling that? You should have rolled. Why am I? I'm not the priest of Deloquin.
Well, I figure you like to beat on, people who are can't help themselves. I figure you might as well kill these guys too. I don't know. It's just your running theme for this campaign, Paul.
Clearly it is. Clearly it is.
And these guys, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these guys start just filtering down through here, and there's just just a freaking, they're crawling over each other to get to these guys. All the guys that you saw that were with him, they were all dressed in plate mail. They all had shields. They're pretty uniform down the line. Shields, swords, plate mail, had the same towers. And basically, remember I told you to describe the one guy about looking like a WWF kind of fighter and everything like that. He is not the biggest guy in that group.
Okay.
So this guy has got like some massive walls of human beings here gonna fight. I mean, it won't matter if they get paralyzed because you're just a bigger chew toy for them. But you see, so it's up to you. You can turn around and help, or you can get the hell out of there.
I think we're going to get out of there because we're in no way, shape, or form prepared to fight dozens of ghouls. My party is cannot do that. They will get slaughtered. Slaughtered.
All right, you guys are able to escape without. You hear the battle fighting north of you. It's sounding pretty savage, and you hear them yelling and screaming, and you hear the. You just hear chaos going on there. But you do hear Lord Dithrig is, despite all the chaos, he's still shouting out orders in a very calm manner. He's he's like, John's down, cover, cover, cover. And they're just, he's shouting more orders out. And from behind you, you see, you see like a little small mushroom cloud, that forms behind you. And once again, the harrowing is on fire, which is not an uncommon state of being in
That's
the
right.
harrowing.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's basically just a playground of destruction.
Yep.
So, all right. You guys are able to escape unscathed. But now you're in a different kind of ghouls area. And now you are, where'd your map go? There it is. All right. So you guys came out of right around here, Paul.
Right.
There. So now you're in the Drake brothers territory. And it's the middle of the day, kind of like mid-afternoon, I should say. It's very busy there. And you do see as you come out that some of the local gangs, and when the local gangs are, like the street kids, street thugs, kind of thing. They're kind of silent knives adjacent and everything. And good grief. Do you hear Ivy burping in the other room?
I did not.
Yeah, she sounds like a trucker just finished a beer. Good grief. They take notice of you and start walking towards you. But they're
the little kids.
Well, they're not all little. They're there's like some teenagers in there, and some of them that are wait a minute, what did he say? Hobbs is a coward to boot.
Yep.
Wait, man, you suck at this game, Paul. One fail after another. You can always blame the game system.
No.
And at least this time they can't blame Snickle for the fire destruction.
Yeah. No, I blame the dice, not the system. The dice are the problem. You always blame the dice. The dice work the way that, pick any system, the dice fail you.
I know, but I've failed so many different times. I can't blame it on the dice because I rolled dice all different. And it's, once in a while you just got to admit, yep, it's me.
It's me. I'll say it's me. Like I said, you can fail in any system.
So this kid comes up to you and goes, "Oi, what are you doing here?" And he looks like this. He's got short, kind of reddish hair, freckles all over his face. Got some scars too. Looks like this kid's been in a few tassels. There's probably like 8 kids around him, but most of them are more like teenage. So these are bigger kids and everything.
Right.
And like, what are you doing here? You got to pay a toll to come through here.
Let's see. Caleb is going to cast silence on him.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
So that's what he's going to do. He's going to give it a shot at least.
Sounds good.
Doesn't cost anything.
Oh,
boom!
Silence. Does it just affect one, or can it affect the? I can't remember how it works. I think it just affects one person.
I think it does affect just one person or an area.
Magically mute sound in a near cube within the spell's range, which is the range is far, so you can push it out. Inside the area are deafened, and any sounds they create cannot be heard. So you can do like a cube, and it's a near size cube. So near is 30 feet. So you're basically making a 30-foot cube of silence. Is that how I'm reading it then?
And it's a focus. So Caleb will have to focus on it.
Right. But when he casts it, all the kids all of a sudden kind of, you see him. I'm going to say you get all the kids because they're kind of grouped together.
And they can't hear each other. They're talking.
Right.
But they can't hear anything.
They can't hear anything on the outside. They can't hear anybody's. They're like, you hear them going like this, and they look, they're just like spazzing out now. They're just like, and then eventually, after you guys get done after the chuckle or whatever,
I keep going like this. Hobbs is going.
Right. Right. they tear off. They just flee. They get the hell out of there.
Yay, Caleb. Points for Caleb there.
Yeah, Caleb's like, that was good. I liked that. That was fun. And you reach back to Tugs. Party Pog, Party Pog. And you see Sidwin sitting outside the table, it's outside in a chair, smoking some viper weed.
Oh, well, don't hurt yourself too much there, Sidwin.
Oh, so how did your little expedition go?
And I put my hand out like this, and I think it's Gabor that has it.
Okay.
Hands me the dagger.
Yep, hands it to you.
And then I lay it on the table.
He looks at it and he's like, so that's it, huh?
That's it. You want to tell me what it is?
I don't know what it is.
Oh.
Shadow Guard told me to go get it. Shit rolls downhill. I send you. You got it. Now I give it to her and see what she wants to do with it. But you, my friend, since you've been gone away for a day or whatever, have some things to take care of in your territory.
Oh.
Just so you know, going out on little trips like that, what fun and all, sometimes cost you locally and everything. So he looks at your crew. He's like, looks like you're doing pretty well with building up your crew.
Yeah. So far, so good.
He just he kind of looks at you and says, "You're gonna need more."
Gonna need more.
Yeah, because you got to be like in 2 to 3 places at once all the time.
Okay. Well, do you have any suggestions for where?
Who do you trust? Who do you trust? Who do you trust out of your group right now?
Well, obviously, I trust Cass.
Cass. Then what I would start doing is getting Cass and have build. Remember, I started training you right away because I knew you were competent enough. I kind of put to your strength and everything, doing some petty crimes and then some major crimes and whatnot. But combat, not so much. Find out what Cass's strength is because there's some things that need to get done, and you got to give her a little crew to go forward, or maybe she can handle it by herself, and you have to send her out and take care of it because you're going to have some other things you got to do. Welcome to middle management,
Well, Hobbs says, have you heard anything from the Drake brothers, or is that the issue we're talking about?
No, surprisingly, we haven't heard anything from the Drake brothers, but there's some other issues going on. And he kind of looks to his left, looks to his right, and he kind of looks you directly in the eye. He says, "We have adventurer trouble."
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So a group of adventurers came into the Wobbly Priest Tavern the other day and beat up a few of the patrons and stole one of the casks behind the place, put a Robert in the hospital, or not the hospital, but in the Temple of the Wounded, got beat up real bad. So probably be wise to go find where these adventurers are at and have a talking to them and let them know that's not okay.
Okay. Let's see.
You got an independent thief who's starting to steal from some of the households around here. We got to find out who that is and either break his thumbs or recruit him.
Okay.
And lastly, one of our supply lines for our goods, he says, has been missing for the past day, and he was supposed to be here yesterday to pick up some of our cargo.
And he has not made it here, I guess.
He has not.
Any chance that he took those materials for himself?
Not a chance. He's been doing this for a long time. He's a pro.
All right. So we will divide and conquer then, at least. So I tell Cass, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Riggs, wherever Riggs is. Cass, how do you feel about taking on some assignments for yourself?
What you got, Ups?
Well, I'll give you some choices here. Would you like to deal with some rowdy adventures?
Yeah. Would you like to take what's under back behind door number 1?
Door number 1, door number 2,
or-
door number 3.
Yeah.
Would you like to deal with some rowdy adventurers? Would you like to deal and hunt down a thief that's been stealing from some people in our neighborhood? So we either got to break some thumbs or convert him to our way of thinking. And we're also missing an employee that was supposed to be here to pick up some things and has not arrived. Which one of those floats your boat?
Well, definitely not the adventurer one.
Okay.
Am I doing this by myself?
No. How about I give you let's see, I'll give you a choice. How about I give you let's say choice. I'll give you your choice. Who would you like to take with you? Take 2 other people with you.
So
And I'll take the other.
I'll take Kabora.
All right.
She's
okay.
She goes and she goes, I'll take the one about the smokes, Revan is missing. She goes, so I will look for Revan.
Okay. Would you like Riggs as well?
Because I don't. She looks at you and she kind of says quietly, "I don't know him. I don't think so."
Okay. Would you like to take Caleb with you?
I think Kabor and I'll do. You can get too many people, may draw some suspicions. She goes, but I'll need some money for the, maybe to grease some palms and make some contacts.
All right. Well, I give her. How much do you think you need?
Well, if I do it wrong, it'll be about 50. If I do it right, it'll probably be about 100.
So you're talking about silver?
Silver, yeah. Why, you got gold in there too?
No. But what was in the other bag that the Lord gave me? He threw me that.
It was another 50 silver bag. So he gave you 100, yeah.
Okay, then I will give her both of those bags.
And she kind of looks at the pouch. She's like, ooh, noble leather. Nice. She goes, so soft.
I want the bags back. No. Keep the bags.
All right. So you're sending Revens, who is your smuggler, is getting Cass and Kabora. Okay. All right. And you got 2 other things. You can leave one go for a while or go after both or try to.
Well, that leaves me Caleb and Mitchell and Riggs.
Right. And you see Sidwin grin. I was like, see what I mean?
I do.
And
We
he goes, just so
say
you know, this is not this is a regular occurrence where you're going to be doing almost 2 to 3 things that are going to be going wrong.
he says, let's see if we can let's see if let me go ahead and see if we can't convert this thief then before we go deal with these adventurers. We may need to have the whole team together to deal with the adventurers. So we'll
And
go find the thief.
you see, so Sidwin kind of claps you on your shoulder. He says, "Good luck with everything, and I'll expect my cuts at the end of the week."
Your cuts,
Yeah.
yes.
Just so you know, the cuts, the way it works, it's I get 10% of whatever you make, minimum of 500 silver.
Okay, so I got to pay him 500 silver a week.
Well, no, unless the 10% is higher.
Okay, so pay Sidwin
But usually
10%.
it's not going to be higher
10,
than that, but it might.
10% of our take, or
Right.
500 silver.
Yep. Scratch that, Paul. 100 silver. I kind of made that too high. Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't know where I'm going to get. I'm going to spend most of my time thieving and robbing. So to reach that. All right. So 10% or 100 silver. All right. So I'm going to. Okay. So I got to get rid of some of the loot we have.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to go before I go find this thief. I need to go find. I don't want to go back. I don't think that guy is back from our weapons guy.
Over there at Hard Hollis, huh?
Yeah, I don't want to go there.
Okay.
So I want to go. Is there another place I can go ahead and get rid of this long sword with pearl in it?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely other weapons within your territory, a few places that are close by.
Right. What about my buddy the fence?
Remind me which one's the fence again, Paul. I can't
He
remember.
is. I got to go back. I got to go back. He had the kids.
No, he's not a fence. He's more of like your maker. He's sort of like your Mr. X,
Oh,
where he
he's
makes
Q.
the gadgets.
He's Q.
Yeah, that's right. Q. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So he's your gadget boy.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll go see him later. But I'm going to go visit one of our local fences to see what he's going to give me for this long sword.
All right. Let me check something here, Paul.
Because I'd also have the candlestick as well.
Right. And it's up to you how you want to do that too.
Well, I have the skulls and I have the candlestick and I have the long sword is the things I have, I think.
Okay.
And I also have the 2 egg-sized balls quartz things. So I need to go see a jeweler. So I need to go ahead and dump this so I can go and pay my peoples. I can't afford to lose any peoples.
Can't afford that. Nope. So you go to this one shop. It is not a very fancy shop at all. It's almost like a general store looking place. That's basically what it's just called, general.
Right.
On the sign and everything. And out front, it has, where the fruit usually goes into the boxes out front. It has some minor equipment out there. It's got some chunks of rope. It's got some iron spikes and pintons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Uh, and you know the guy, his name's Quintax. He's a halfling also, um, who is the owner of this place, and he's kind of young for this store owner, but he is also a member of the Silent Knives. But he's with a different crew, but you guys are on good terms.
All right. So then I will go to him, and he's going to be my weapons guy, right? My supply,
That's the
my.
closest one you thought you could go to, because he
All
does
right.
seem to like to buy good weapons and everything. There's a
Quintex,
small
my
weapon place.
Quintex, my good friend. Have I got something for you?
Oh, look at that. The newly promoted Hobbs. You're going to spend some of your good hard cash in here, all that silver just weighing you down.
Well, I'm actually needing to sell something if you're interested. And I ask, I guess I have Riggs with me. Riggs will
Okay.
give me the long sword with the pearl in it. And
Okay. I can't remember. Did you keep the case too, Paul?
yeah, I would have kept it all.
All right. He's like, ooh. And he looks at that and he goes, "May I open it?"
You may.
So he opens it and he looks at it and he goes, he's looking at the pearls. He goes, "Is it magic?"
Uh, no, not that I know of.
Okay. Hmm. Well, I mean, it's a fancy, nice longsword. Longswords I'm only really paying right now about 10 silver for.
What?
Uh, well, it's hold on, Hobbs. Let me finish.
Mm,
We have a dance here. I say my thing, you say your thing. I don't step on your feet, you don't step on mine. We
but-
dance.
well, 10 is a
Well,
hard step on the
a
toes.
long sword, that's what I pay for a long sword. However, this has this pearl in here. So I'm just checking out the evaluation of the pearl here, and I'm thinking I could probably. I don't know how many fighters want to walk around with a pearl in their longsword. You know what I mean, Hobbs? Um, I could probably get it, remove it from there, sell it independently. How about 100 silver for this sword there, Hobbs?
How about 500 silver?
He he turns around and looks for someone behind him. And he's like, "Oh, you were talking to me." Oh,
Oh yeah, you're my dance partner. Of course, I'm talking to you.
well, I'm feeling like you're staring at another girl when you're talking those prices.
No, no,
I
I only
mean,
have eyes for you, Quintex.
yeah. He goes, I couldn't do that. Let me do the. I'll give you my best. My best offer right now would be I could do 150.
100.
Silver. I'll even put it in nice 50 silver piece pouches for you for easy counting. Money on the table, all yours.
The music's kind of loud in here, Quintex. I'm gonna have to say that I heard 400. Did you say 400?
No, I did not say 400, but I can see why you're being okay. He goes hard line now, hard line 200, and I'll take it. But I can't. I honestly, Hobbs. He goes, I can't do any more than that. He goes, do you see my shop? He goes, I haven't been moving stuff that much. I need to get some stuff circulating. And then he goes, did you hear about Revan?
Yes, I did hear about Revan.
He's like,
Unfortunate.
well, he's kind of jamming me up because he's supposed to get me some money for some of the stuff I'm trying to do that. So I'll tell you what, since we're friends, I'll
And
do,
dance partners.
how about we do 150 right now, Hobbs? That would be a little bit for me to easier to do right now. And then when Revan kind of sells what I need to do, I can give you another 100 on top of that.
You sure do know how to dance, Quintex. All
I
right.
don't know. I
I'll
feel like I went straight from the dance to the back alley.
hmm.
He's like, but he goes, no, it's a nice sword there. I am going to get it checked out to see if it's magical and see if there's anything to it because I can't figure out why someone would put a big ass pearl in the pommel of a sword. I
Well,
mean,
maybe
where'd
they
you
like to
find it?
kill people. Maybe they like to kill people in style.
Yeah, I guess, but a pearl, I don't know.
I
Seems kind of
found
sissy to me.
well, let's
Where'd you
see.
find it at?
I found it lying around um at the Dedrigoria Chapel.
And when he says that, he puts the sword back. And this is a Dedrigorius sword. Why are you bringing this into my shop, Hobbs?
Because it's valuable, people. It's not a Dedrigoria sword. I said I found it at Dedrigoria.
Yeah,
It's
but the
somebody else's
air,
sword.
it was around the air of
I
Dedrigoria. Probably
cleaned it,
smells
I
like a
promise you.
skeleton.
You can have it blessed. You know this.
Hmm. If I would have known that before we struck a deal, I definitely wouldn't be getting 250. That's for sure, Hobbs.
All right. Well, you
But
give me my 150 now.
mm, he pulls out 350 silver piece bags and hands them to you. Yes, there you go,
350.
Hobbs.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
350.
right.
That just
So
seems to be kind of like a standard thing
yeah.
where until you get up into the bigger amounts, that's when people start using gold crowns, and that's a lot more
Right.
valuable. But
Right. All right. Let me see what I have here.
you remember back in the day they used to have silver trade bars that were worth 50 silver, but someone stopped using them because someone's mint got stolen.
Hmm.
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Hobbs?
Oh, I don't think so.
Um, so yeah, he gives you the 150. Is there anything you want from me at all there? Because I got some, you see, like you see where all the counters are with all the like kind of mundane
Yeah.
stuff that's kind of there. He kind of pulls up one of the counters, and underneath there's some items underneath there.
What kind of items are there?
You see a rope down there. You see a short sword down there. You see a few potion bottles, and then you see a helmet down there. But it's a leather helm, not a
Metal helmet.
metal helmet. Yep.
Okay.
He said I had a bow somewhere around here, but it got bought up not too long ago. That one was pretty sweet.
Mm. Well, I ask, is there anything special about that rope, or is this just rope? I could buy rope, anywhere.
Not this kind of rope. And
Well,
he pulls it out of the thing. He goes, it's only 30 feet long, but I'm not going to say just. It's pretty good and everything. You see him take the top of the rope. He touches it. He pulls it out, Paul, and holds it up in the air, and it stays straight up in the air.
Wow. So now
Yeah.
you're a magician.
Haven't I always been?
Sure, that's
Boom.
true. You make my money disappear. I can tell you that.
Oh no! Now you got all my money. What are you talking about? He
Mm.
goes, this one I got from one of the Guild of Arcane Lore guys who lost a lot on a gambling debt. So he needed to pay for some old debts and everything like that. So
Mm.
I can make you a pretty good deal on this one if this one looks good for you.
Well, let me see what else you have in here. What's that leather helmet in there?
The leather helmet, all I know is it's magical, but they didn't tell me exactly what it did. I'm not really sure.
Well, I have Caleb with me. Maybe Caleb could
Mm-hmm.
look at
Okay. He hands it to Caleb. He needs detect magic, and he has to do it twice. I don't think he has detect
it. I don't
magic.
have
Does he?
detect magic.
Yeah, you're gonna. So to identify things in Shadowdark, you need to have 2 successful rolls of detect magic, if I remember correct. It's been a while since I've done it, but I think
Okay.
that's what it is. But you could get
I think that's a
you could-
second level spell too.
Is it a second level spell?
Oh no, it's
I
a
thought it was
maybe.
first. Detect thoughts. Detect magic is a first level spell.
Okay.
And it says you can sense the presence of magic within the near range for a spell's duration. If you focus for 2 rounds, you can discern its general properties. Oh, so it takes 3 rounds to do, because you got to cast it and then focus for 2 rounds. So it takes 3
So 3
rounds
times
to,
that pass. Yeah.
yeah, to get its general properties from it.
Okay. All right. Well, what's the short sword down in there?
Oh, that one's a pretty good one there too, Hobbs. And he goes, I can't really show you what it does and everything, but the user, the person who used to wield this, may they rest in peace. Uh, I heard that it's very effective against undead.
Oh, against undead.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I already have that in my.
You have a silver, yeah, hard silver sword is very effective against undead.
That's very good under it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how much are you thinking for the rope?
The rope, he kind of is like, I would say about 300.
What? 300?
Yeah, that's what I figure.
I'd hang myself with that rope. I start wrapping it around my neck, like, before I'd pay you that.
Yeah, well, you're still going to have to pay for it.
Well, good luck. I'll be dead.
It'll be easy to get my money then, he says.
Puts it all back in the box.
Goes 300. That's like 10 silver a foot.
If I wasn't already a criminal, I'd have you arrested for these prices.
Hobbs, yeah, I already gave you a killer deal on your pearl. I don't even know if it's magic yet, and I'm paying way above market price for that.
All right.
Go ahead and do your. Do you want to do you use your estimator roll for that?
I will.
Paul?
I will use my estimator roll for the to see about that. So
go ahead.
Let's see. Am I doing that regular or is that normal?
This one would be a normal roll. This wouldn't have your.
All right.
You wouldn't have advantage on this one. Still. You wouldn't pay any more than 200 for this thing, and you could probably get it for 150.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. I have a masterwork short sword anyway, so it's probably. I'm looking at it comparatively, probably not as good.
Wait, I thought you were talking about the rope.
Okay. But I was the rope you said I could get for that, right?
Yeah. That's what you were. I thought that's what that estimation is on the rope.
Yep. All right.
Since you don't know exactly what the sword does, you don't know if it's magical or how magical. It's hard to do an estimation on that too.
Right. So, all right.
He goes.
Well, I will come. I'll come back and see on that. I gotta pay my people first before I go start spending money on luxury items.
Oh, you're going to regret it if you go, because I mean, I got people coming in here looking for equipment with me all the time, and I mean, this is here today, gone in an hour.
Well, I'm sure. Right now, I don't need any ropes that stand up on their own for the moment. So if I lose it. That's fine.
Don't go crying to me when you come back looking for a magic rope. And
okay, I won't. All right. Quintax, you take it easy, and I will see you soon.
Oh, you take care there. Keep alive, and hopefully I'll see you back here and I'll have some more fun stuff for you to turn me down.
That's right. What is it? How much is in a gold crown, by the way?
The gold crown is 500 silver pieces.
That's 500 silver.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what it is. I can't remember. I have my conversion thing. It's been a long time since I did it. I can't remember if it's 500 or if it's an even 1,000. It's a lot.
Okay. Well, if I bought the rope, I'm walking away and I feel the gold coins in my pocket.
Yeah. And the gold coins are worth 100 each.
100 silver.
100 silver. Yeah, those are gold.
Oh, these are 1,000. These are
no. Those gold crowns are like bars. They're like small trade bar kind of things and everything.
Right.
And the coins are just like average sized coins, but they're worth 100 silver each.
Right. But I have 2 crowns.
Oh, is that what it said? Crowns or
Yeah.
or coins? I don't remember giving
Oh,
you crowns. I remember giving you coins. Are you
okay.
sure?
I
No, I
have
mean
2.
if I said crowns, then you have 2 of those. Then and you got 2. I'm just gonna make them 1,000 because it's easier to count. So you got 2 gold crowns in your pocket then,
Okay.
and they're
Does
just
that
like small bars.
right. Okay. Well, he feels around. He says, and what did he say he was going to charge me for the helmet? 300. What was he going to charge me for that? I don't know what it
The
was. I don't know.
helmet?
If he ever said.
He didn't. You guys didn't even talk about the helmet. You talked about. You just basically talked about
The rope.
the the rope, and then he kind of told you he didn't know anything about the helm because he didn't have a chance to get it identified or anything like that. And what he was told about the sword was that it was very good against undead.
Okay. Um, and I look at him and I go, now listen, I'm going to buy that rope from you. Do you have
He
change?
nods.
Do you have change? I'm going to need
He
a
goes,
lot of
not
change.
really. I got like 50 silver left in the shop.
No, that's not
You
going to be
know?
good. It's not going to be good then.
What do you got? What do you need change for? Maybe I can figure something out.
Well, I take out 1 gold crown and I flip it and catch it in my hand.
He looks at you. He goes, "Who the hell did you mug?"
And then I kind of flip it. I do that trick where you kind of flip it through your fingers.
Yeah, the knuckles,
The
the
knuckles.
coin
Yeah.
flip. Yeah,
Coin flip. Yeah.
the old Val Kilmer trick that he did in almost every movie where he did that. Yeah,
Yep.
he gotta stop doing that. And he puts his hand over the gold crown and he's like, "Don't." What if somebody walks in? God, he's like, "What?" He goes, he goes, "I honestly, Hobbs, I don't have enough in here to give you change for that thing, man."
Well, I'm terribly sorry then.
Oh, geez. I mean, what if you just give me the gold crown? I give you credit. So when you come back and see
No,
more
I'm not gonna
stuff,
give no credit. 1,000 silver pieces.
well,
You
I
jacking
thought
up?
it was the best solution to the problem. I think.
No. How about this?
All right.
Now that you know that I'm good for it, why don't you put the rope aside for me? And then when I get change, I'll come back and pay you.
What if you? Yeah, but what if you start assuming room temperature in some temple of Dedragoria that you ripped off?
Well, then assume that you can sell the rope to somebody else.
Well, no, because you got it, and it's in the temple of
I'm not taking
Dedragoria.
it. I didn't say I was taking
Oh,
it. I
you're
said lay
not
it
taking
aside.
it. You
No, I
just
said
want me
lay it
to. Oh, all right.
my
I can do
name
that
on it.
for you, Hobbs. All right. I thought I was going to take him. You were going to take it to one of your just crazy ass adventures and everything
No,
like that.
no.
All
Okay.
right. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
I can do that for you, Hobbs. That's no. He takes it out of there, and there's a door there. He opens up the door and he just basically whips the rope in the back room and shuts it. He goes, "Yeah, I'll
Like,
keep it
hey,
back there
hey,
for you."
take care of that rope. Don't treat it like that. It's my rope.
Well, it's not your rope yet, technically.
Mm. All right. So I'm gonna go. Where would I cash this in at? Where can I get
Money
change for?
changer.
All right, I'm gonna go to the money changer real quick.
You know the money changer is going to cost you, though.
Of course.
All
There is a
right.
price for everything here in Scorn.
They're well, yeah, that's very, very true.
So, all right.
So you're gonna go to you end up
The
going
guy that
to a
give me the
money.
best rates. The guy, one of our people
There's
that
not
give me
really a good one, but there's one who won't say anything about it. That's about the best you can hope for with the money. Because
all right.
money changers, you think the Thieves Guild has a market on being hardcore about money. You guys don't hold a candle to the greed that oozes off of the money changers and you guys are just little kids compared to them.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna go to our person who's not gonna say anything.
Okay, so it's a female actually. Her name's Wendry.
Ah.
And
Hello, Wendry.
Wendry's there, and She is a strange. She has a very thick accent. She comes from a kingdom that's like across the continent that you've never even heard of. Uh, she's very. She's got very dark, kind of olive skin, really dark hair, and she's got like this thick. She's attractive and kind of scary looking at the same time. Um, but she has this really thick black hair that she keeps in these tight braids in there, and she's kind of tall for being a woman. And then the other thing about her is you she's not known to be the most honest of them all.
Okay.
But she won't say any, that she won't mention anything to anybody too. Because she's kind of known to be a bigger crook than anybody else.
Of course she is.
Right. And she smiles when you come in, and her big grin, and she goes, Hobbs, good to see you, Hobbs. What do you bring me today?
Well, I'm needing some change, Wendry. Do you have some change?
I have change. What kind of change do you need, Mr. Hobbs? He goes, are you looking to keep current? Are you looking for new? Please tell me what you want. So Wendry can be at service to you.
I take my coin out. I kind of make it appear.
It's a bar.
Oh, it's a bar. That's right. So
yeah,
I take it out.
Think of it. Do you remember the old chunky bars?
Yeah.
The candy. That's basically the size of it. It's like a chunky bar.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Well, I take that out and I kind of cover my hand and I kind of push it across the table.
Have you become a noble or a priest of some sort? Or
no. Let's just say that I ran across this somewhere.
She kind of traces her finger over. There's a stamp in it, and she's running her finger over this. This one has seen some things, my friend Hobbs. This has made many travels. Because do you know where this one is from?
I cannot remember. No.
And she goes, this one is from Eastgate. This is actually a king's crown of all things.
Oh, is it now?
Yes. Well, he is the biggest minter of gold, but not of King Dane, our current king, but of probably 2 kings ago. So, but the money is still the same. It doesn't make it any worth anymore, but it's still an interesting piece. I haven't seen one this in such a time and everything. So what were you looking to, straight silver or gold coins? What would you like to exchange it for?
Well, for the purposes of, he says, I will take looking for gold coins.
Okay. Wendry needs, of course, her cuts to go with it too.
Right.
To stay in business, I must take my cuts and everything, Wendry.
Yes,
And what is do you know my percentage there, Holmes, of what it would be?
I think it's 5%, isn't it, Wendry? And I wink at her.
She goes, and that is, you guessed exactly right. That's what the percentage is, usually around 5%, unless it's the only time it's not 5% if they're like foreign coins or something kind of exotic. Then the percentage will fluctuate, possibly up to 10%. That's usually like the max is around 10%.
Right.
So she goes 5%. Yes, I can do 5%. But what if Wendry ask maybe a favor? I've heard you've been promoted, my dear Hobbs.
Well, your news, good news travels fast, doesn't it, Wendry?
It does, my sir. I praised all the gods above and below for your promotion and your good fortune. So, your good friend Wendry could use some assistance in a few matters, if that.
Well, my dance card is rather full right now, Wendry. What is exactly you're needing, and how soon?
Something small. It's very minor, I assure you. But I have heard, and she leans in close. There's not anybody else in here except a couple guards. but even Wendry doesn't like, you've known her in the past when she's talking conspiratorial. She doesn't like to say it out loud to anybody, so she whispers it in your,
Hmm.
and she's like, I have heard of a certain amount of coins, rare coins, that I'd be very interested in possessing. Say we could do quite an exchange on this. And of course, Wendry would thank you gratefully for it.
Of course you would. And who has these rare coins that you so desire?
Well, there is this priest. He's a priest of how you say the Serath. I think I said his name right, Serath. Snakes and spears and everything else that begins with S, apparently.
Hmm.
Um, has come into possession of a small chest of Lady Ingrade silver coins, and I desire to have them in my collection, and I would pay you a great deal. And I could increase my business with some of you. You could introduce me maybe to some of your other people, so I could do business with them as much as I've done to you. And I would be so happy to do that.
Well, let me go ahead and write this in my little book here. Coins, priests, Sereth. Do you have a location, Wendry?
I have a name, but I do not have a location. I figure your crew
Mm-hmm.
would be more than
Yes.
capable of taking
What
care of that.
and what is the name? What is the name, Miss Wendry?
Her name is Castra. She's actually a dwarf. Strange to have a dwarf within Sarah, since they despise the little things. But there you have it. Who am I to say or judge?
To each their own. Castro.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, let me see what I can do about that, Miss Wendry. But for now, I
The
will
coins.
take my coins.
So what she does, Paul, is she gives you because you want it in gold coins, correct?
Right, because 1,000 that's a lot to carry.
Yeah, that's quite a bit. So what she does is gives you 9 gold coins and then gives you a pouch of 50 silver, and then she gets 50 silver as her cut.
So 50 silver and 9
Gold
gold
coins.
coins, which
And
are
those are
worth
worth 100
100
each.
apiece.
Yep. And you notice that the coins that she gives you are, well, first, before she gives you coins, she goes, "Did you want these as street coins or minted coins, my friend?"
Um, what would I know to answer? Probably street coins, so they would not
Street
attract.
coins are just street worn. The thing about street
Yeah,
coins
let's
is
do street.
some
Yeah,
people
street.
shave off the shit, or whatever.
Uh,
But if you start handing out mint coins, then it just seems like you're the first in line who's got them. Sometimes it's good to have those, just
yeah,
because, especially with gold coins, because it looks like you're getting them from the source,
right.
from like the nobility or whatever. But if they're street worn, then it looks like they've been passed around a lot, and you
I'll
kind of
take
got
this.
them.
I'll take the shiny ones then.
You want the ones? Okay, so she gives you this. She goes, "Oh, of course, my dear. Here you go." She goes, I hope they bring you even more of their type."
Okay. All right. All right, Miss Wendry. Well, thank you for your time. Um, we will see one another very soon.
I look forward to it, my
Is she
friend.
is
I
she
look
human,
forward
by
to
the
it.
way?
She is. She's just from, like I said, she's human, but she's from a different
Right.
country that's way off that you've never heard of before. Actually, I don't. Did I have my? I can't remember if I have the world map here. I'll show you if I have it. No,
Okay.
I'll remember to load up the world map, and I'll show you next time where you kind of because the ash elves are kind of all the way north, and then in between there, the ash elves and like this orc kind of kingdom and everything is this very kind of militant type of kingdom that doesn't like magic. They don't let they'll let priests come in. They're very religious, but as far as magic users or wizards coming in, they do not really allow that.
Gotcha. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the 2 egg size quartz.
Okay. And how
So
much are those, Paul? You have one.
I valued them at 75 a piece. 75.
All
What do we
right.
say? 25 what do we say?
I think it was 75 silver each.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a D20 roll then, Paul.
D20.
Yeah, just give me a D20. You can add your actually you get this with advantage, and if you have an intelligence bonus or well, you have a penalty, add that in or subtract that in.
Okay, so we'll do advantage.
Yeah, and you have to beat a 12. Ooh, lucky. 16. So you get the full 75 for both of them.
All right, so 150. It's another 150 silver.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And there we go. So I think I got rid of most everything. I'm still
Yeah, I was
holding
going to
on
say,
to
do
the
you have anything
candlestick.
else?
I have the candlestick that's supposed to be
Mm-hmm.
200 silver.
You want to sell the candlestick too, or are you holding on to
Sure, if I
that?
can.
All right.
It was worth
Go ahead
200.
and roll the same thing again, Paul.
All right.
You have advantage with this one also.
Okay. 19.
Critical success. So what did I say it was worth? 200?
Yep.
You got 300 for it. Because
Oh,
you told the backstory of it, and when they heard the backstory of it, all of a sudden they became a little bit too creepily interested in it and decided to give you an extra 100 on top of what it was.
good.
Worth.
Whatever that was, I'm kind of glad I got rid of it. Whatever it was. I certainly
Yeah.
didn't want to light it. Bad things could have happened.
Right.
All right. So then 300 and so 50 silver for jewel for quartz. And then 300 silver for candle sticks. All right. Okay.
Did you sell everything then?
I think I have sold everything but
Okay.
well, I sold the skull, the branding iron.
Yeah.
I
You made
sold
pretty
the
good money off
candlestick.
that trip, didn't you?
I sure did.
Yeah.
Sold the sword,
Yeah.
sold the handkerchief. The only thing I have left is the figurine carved out of cobalt. So,
Okay. You want to try to sell that one then?
well, yeah. Is there a? I don't know what the I can't remember what the value was on that. Was there a? Well,
You
there's
can
50
roll.
silver pieces.
Right. I was going to say, I think it was around 50.
Yeah. So I'll roll for it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. 18.
Yeah. You get 50 for it.
All right. So 50 there.
Well, you just made 500 silver then, didn't you?
I did. I made well, I made more than 150, 450, 500. Did you say 500?
Yep. Just in that little exchange. So that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
Well, that's all money that's got to pay the crew. So,
Right.
well, the 10% minus 10% for Sidwin. So 50 silver for him.
10% or 500,
How much?
minimum.
You said 10%, right?
I'm sorry, 100. 10% or 100 silver pieces, whichever is greater.
So whichever is greater. So
Yeah,
minus
because if you end
100.
up pulling in a $2,000 haul, he's going to want 200 silver, not 100 silver.
All right, so that leaves me 400 silver.
So,
all right. All right.
and that's where we'll end it for tonight, Paul.
Well, where was Joe during all of that? That was some
I
accounting,
know.
and that was
I
some. That
mean,
was
that was right up Joe's alley there, I think.
Joe would have been. Joe would have been. Well, I can't say what he'd
We
be
don't
doing.
want to know what Joe was doing
We
at
don't know
that
what he was
time.
doing while I was doing
No,
that. No, no, no,
we
no.
would have probably had to shut off his camera.
Yes, yes.
Yes, but
Um, but that was quite the experience there. But you know, um,
this is the
but
part I thought might be interesting when you start running your crew, having to deal with the different responsibilities and having someone actually be responsible for other things happening that you have or have not control over, and
well,
I think that'll be kind of interesting.
well, then, right, and then I'm also going to have some sort of schizophrenia because I'm going to be running two crews. Basically, I'll be running Cass, who'll be running
Right,
those two guys, and I'll have
right.
Hobbs running those two guys or three
Well,
guys.
Sidwin usually ran about 6 crews. You were part of one of 6 crews.
Okay, all right.
Give or take, but sometimes crews kind of split up, merged, disappeared sometimes,
Sometimes
so
I
right. So there was always a lot of flexibility with the crews and everything like that. And he was the one thing you saw about Sidwin, he was one of the biggest strengths of Sidwin is as much as you can estimate like the value of things, he was really good at knowing the strengths of the people that he had underneath him and putting him in the best jobs for the situation.
yeah yeah.
So
Yeah, well, it's a what is it? It's like that. What is that game? They call it. What do they call it? It's like you had. It was like you were a fantasy character, but you were playing offices and like
oh
offices.
right, what was
Uh,
it?
it's called
Was it
offices and
or was it
something or other.
house? Was it humans and houses?
Humans in houses, something like that. Yeah.
Was one, but there was other thing was I think it was like bookkeeping and
Yes.
yeah, something along like that. That's
There's
what
and
it's funny while we were doing that. That's exactly what I thought of in my head was that cartoon with a dragon holding bookkeeping and whatever. I can't remember what the other thing was, but
well, this is the
that's
one on
exactly what I was
Instagram. The
thinking.
dragons are playing. Yeah, the dragons on Instagram are playing. They're playing
Oh,
whatever they're
okay,
playing. They're
right,
playing that game where they're playing like humans and whatever they're playing, humans and something.
right.
But anyway, so they're like things like trying to park their car or they're trying to get some accident fixed or something. I don't know. There's like
Right, car
it's a strange,
repairs and
it's just
going to a
car
job.
repairs, and things like that. So yeah, so I'm having there's a lot of notes. There's a lot of notes in here.
Yeah,
I have to say what I've sold. I've had to. This is now my accounting book. This is like this is like I have to
you're gonna
like
need
I have to buy a
you're gonna need
ledger.
that ledger. Right, I was gonna say you're gonna need the ledger on there and
Make a
stuff.
note to self. Buy ledger.
And one of the things I'm going to do, Paul, and I never thought about doing this before, but it kind of makes sense, is I'll come up. I've been reading some different thief sources and just trying to, get some good ideas from that. But one of the things I'll do too is there's going to be a operating costs. Depending how many people you have, you're going to have so much money a week to do this, or maybe tasks don't get done. Some of your crew goes away, or maybe or you'll have like disadvantage on completing that task, one of your crew because they don't have all the equipment or something like that. But I kind of figure out like some sort of my own little spreadsheet with that so that I add another element into, because as much money as you're making, it costs a lot of money to make money,
Well, it does. We just have to figure out how
and
to be well. We have to be independently wealthy, is what we have to be. So we just have to figure out
well,
how.
and you kind of are, that's what helps too.
Well, I'm not. I don't think I'm independently wealthy, but I have to. I have
Yeah.
to keep these connections,
Yes.
doing these jobs where now I have a relationship with, if he's still alive, uh,
Right.
Lord Lord
Dithrig.
Dithrig. So maybe
Yeah.
I have some connections with him in the future.
Yeah, maybe.
If
Yeah,
he's
you
if
got
he's still alive, we don't really know, but we'll see. Um,
um But if you have any suggestions with if something pops up into your brain too about that, Paul, or maybe a way to do it, let me know. Because I mean, it's very amorphous in my head right now on how to do that.
Well, maybe there needs to be a table for that versus a
Exactly.
spreadsheet.
That's what I'm thinking of. But
Yeah, some
well,
sort of
that's what
like
I meant by table.
and we talked a
Yeah.
little bit about this, like it's a carousing table, right? It's a
Hmm.
here's what's happening in your crew kind of right now.
Right.
Like if you know you have money, well then you roll on the whatever the positive, table is. I don't know
You
what
get
we'd call it.
pluses or what happened? What happened there? Oh, that was weird.
Yeah.
Getting
So like if it's a criminal carousing table.
right.
So it's some sort of we'll come up with a fancy name for it. But yeah, but where if the mission goes well and I make enough money,
Hmm.
then I get to roll on this table. If I fail the mission and do not make enough money, then I roll on this table, which gives me minuses to certain things, or I lose a
Right.
crew member, or it goes in whatever fashion like that.
Gotcha. No, yeah, it'd be cool to kind of brainstorm that some night, Paul. Try to
Yeah.
figure out something like that. You get 5 XP too. Your crew doesn't get anything right this week, but they get because they already got the XP for the treasure. So, but I'm giving you 5 XP for making new contacts and picking up new
Okay.
jobs and everything.
Well, okay, but didn't the rest of the crew does not get XP though?
No, they already got all the XP from the treasure last week.
Oh, from last week. Okay, for that,
Yeah.
so they don't get
Yeah,
that.
because you're not getting any treasure for much today. Most of your XP is coming from role playing and gaining contacts and
All
stuff.
right, so that puts me at 32.
Ooh, getting close there, aren't you?
32 up to getting up to that sixth level there.
Oh, that's right. You're fifth. I was thinking you're fourth level.
Nope, getting up there to sixth level if I can.
Nope.
And then Mitchell, he's at first. We made him a first level thief now, right?
Yeah, we rolled up him. I think
right.
we completed him last week. We leveled everybody up who had the opportunity to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then I think we have.
So you got like what three jobs?
Yes.
Or like 3 things, and then you have a possible favor job to call on.
Yes.
So you've got that going. That's. Did you ever play like Skyrim or Fallout? One of those role playing games like that.
Nope.
No. What ends up happening in those games a lot of times, you start accumulating so many quests, you forget which freaking quest you're on, or you log out and you don't log in for a week and you can't remember which quest you were on. That's what you're going to be like here, I think, soon.
Well, once again, Hobbs is a good note taker, so he keeps track of his money and his missions.
He does.
Yeah. So it makes him efficient. What does Sidwin normally pay? I mean, his crews. I mean, what did they get? Did they get 10? I told my crew they're going to get equal shares.
It depended on the job and everything. He was hoping, because remember he supplied there. You're supposed to make your own money. You're supposed to go out, earn money, and actually bring money back to him. And then what he would do is try to cover costs and make sure you had what you needed, and you had hopefully you made enough money for everything in that. And then he had to pay his boss
right
time, and which is now Shadow Guard and everything. So because you give him 100, well, he's got 5 other crews that are giving him another 100, minimum. So he's basically making 600, and he has to pay a percentage of that to Shadow Guard. So just kind of, it's almost like an MLM,
Yeah. Oh, sure.
It's going up the line.
So I'm going to based on this, so the 400 silver, so 400 divided by 6. Do math things.
Well, you remember, you don't have to do it like that, Paul. You don't have to do it exactly, because I mean, Sidwood never did that. Sometimes he let you keep some of it. Sometimes you had to keep a lot of it, but then there were times where he would just give you money, so because he knew he needed to bribe people, and he may have knew you only needed 20 silver to bribe someone, but he still give you like 40.
Sure. Well, I guess I need to know. I need to understand the going rate, right? Even though it was like,
And that's what
even
that's
though
something I'd like to figure out. Yeah.
right, because I have to then say when I'm taking stuff in, I have to then say, okay, well, what am I going to pay the crew?
Right.
I want to pay them all equally, unless they do something so great that I will pay them extra. But
Okay.
but I want to come up with a flat amount
Right.
uh,
To have baseline.
to have a baseline to make sure that I can keep them from so I don't lose them to some other crew.
Right. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, that's something we can maybe on text or get on some another time and just kind of maybe work out some details. That's the kind of thing I like to bounce ideas off
Yeah.
of and try to kind of figure out. So that would
Yep.
be cool. And that's why we do this, guys. We do this, that's why we say world building through play. Not everything's set in stone. I don't have every minutia down, and God forbid I'd never want to. I think doing it this way is more organic, and I think it holds together. And I think doing it like this makes it a little bit easier to remember too. And I need that as much help because we're doing it in real time, and I'm just not sitting in a dark room going, "What's the base pay of thieves? What's the this is
with your big calculator thing, you go
right, the big clinking keys, clink, clink, clink.
That's right. The receipts all kind of come out.
Right.
You have a visor on.
That's right, my little visor. Yeah, exactly. So, well, I want to thank everybody who joined us tonight, except Joe. And I think we're good for next week. We'll have the only week we won't be here is the last week of May. I'll be taking kind of that week off, the Memorial Day week and everything. It's also my birthday week, so I'm taking a little bit of time. Yeah, that's birthday boys. You got one coming up pretty soon too.
I have one on the 24th. That'll
Yeah,
be almost 2 weeks away.
Yeah, same time. Yeah, and mine's on the few days after that, so we're basically 3 days apart. So yeah,
we're like twins
with more hair. Geminis. You definitely have got me beat there. Yeah,
not by
that's
much.
not hard to do.
Not by much.
I understand. That's what I say. I tell people, they're like, "Oh, how long you been shaving your head?" And I was like, "I don't know, since I was 23, I think." I said it's becoming more meaningless every year. It's just less to shave off anyhow. So
yeah.
But thanks for joining us, guys. Hopefully, I don't know how many people are sticking around this long, but if you do, please like, subscribe. What's the other thing? Comment. I would
share.
Do that. Share. You can share. You can share videos. I didn't even know that.
Well, you share. Yeah, you can share the link and share the video with somebody and say, "Hey, watch the video."
Okay. I guess I never thought of it that way. So yeah, share more than me. Apparently, I don't share at all. I'm greedy. And join us next week, and you'll see Paul balance his checkbook. That
there we go.
Yeah. So, all right. Good night, everybody.